Good day, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Meet the Team. My name is Kamil Jaworski, and I'm the head of growth at Provenance Compliance. Today, it will be me that you're going to hear about, and I'd like to welcome my colleague Ingrid Karstens, who's going to sit in the interviewer seat today. Good morning, Ingrid. Over to you.
Good morning, Kamil. I'm great, thank you. Excited to be here, and even more excited to be turning the spotlight on you for once. So let's jump right in. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. My name is Kamil Jaworski, and I'm originally from Poland, but I took a bit of a rocky road through Dublin to Cayman Islands. My background is in law and compliance, AML, but I've always been more interested in solving practical problems rather than quoting regulations, which is actually not true because everybody who knows me knows I love to quote regulations. It makes me feel very smart. But I currently serve as the head of growth at Provenance Compliance, where I bridge the gap between technical compliance and the business strategy. So I also have a 3-year-old daughter who keeps me very grounded and a beautiful wife who keeps me sane.
So you're a lawyer turned strategist with a toddler and a talent for balance. A pretty powerful mix, I must say. Can you tell the audience what you do at Provenance Compliance?
Of course, I lead our growth efforts, which includes everything from client relationships to shaping our service offerings and entering new markets. My role is very cross-functional. On a given day, I might be, for example, talking to a regulator or refining our AML policies or onboarding a new crypto fund or helping our team in South Africa. I basically connect the dots between our clients' needs and the capabilities of our amazing team. Working in a startup means you have to wear many hats. So I'm also responsible for marketing, meeting clients for lunch, or sometimes taking them to the boat parties.
So you're basically part compliance expert and part social coordinator. Love the combo. Who do you typically work with, and what kind of problems are they trying to solve when they come to you?
Well, we mostly work with regulated entities. We work with funds, VASPs, offshore financial institutions, fund admins, fintechs. However, sometimes some unregulated entities come to us as well. For example, DAOs, the decentralized autonomous organizations who want to attract institutional capital and want to play in the field with the big boys. What they often have in common is the need to meet growing regulatory expectations, but they cannot or don't want to build a massive in-house compliance team. So they come to us because they want smart and scalable support, whether it's an outsourced AML officer, KYC managed service, on-chain analytics, internal audit, and we help them sleep better at night. So they know their compliance function is in good hands and their wallet will not be drained.
They get the support and their wallets stay safe. Win-win. How is what you are building at Provenance different compared to your previous companies?
At Provenance, we're building something that's genuinely modern, agile, and client first. So in my previous roles, whether in large corporates or more traditional compliance environments, there was often a couple of issues: rigid structure, legacy systems, resistance to change, especially resistance to change. Good people, but the tools and the mindset weren't always aligned with how the industry is changing and the clients that we're serving. So at Provenance, we've had the freedom to design everything from scratch. Our services like KYC managed service, the internal audit, the on-chain analytics, they can all be interconnected. They are integrated, they can be modular, and they will always be tailored. We don't just tick regulatory boxes for the clients, but we give them solutions that are fast and practical, and most importantly, they actually make sense for their business models. And that's a massive difference. We're not stuck doing things a certain way, especially because that's how it's always been done. And I think clients really feel that.
What's the difference clients really feel? No fluff, just smart delivery. Can you share what you enjoy most about Provenance?
What I enjoy most is the sense of ownership and momentum, I would say. At Provenance, if you see a problem or a better way of doing things, you're just encouraged to act on it. And there's no corporate red tape, there's just smart people solving issues. I also like the variety. One day I'm discussing crypto wallet security with a client in Hong Kong. The next day I'm flying on a plane to Dubai to go on a conference and meet with clients. It's very fast paced, it's very international, and it's actually really fun. So there's a real sense of trust across the team. So everyone's genuinely good at what they do, and I think that makes a really big difference.
Yeah, agreed. High trust and high pace, it makes all the difference. What got you into this field in the first place?
Well, funny enough, it started with a law school. I was drawn to rules, but not necessarily to being a traditional lawyer. And like many young people, I've spent countless nights thinking about what I want to do with my life when I finally finished the law school. And first I came across AML when I started my career in an amazing firm called Euroclear. From Euroclear, I moved to Citibank when I've met the most amazing people who opened doors for me and allowed me to relocate to Dublin. And it was in Dublin when I first stumbled across compliance as a second line of defense. Because firstly, I've worked in the operations, which was the first line of defense, and I got hooked on that. I thought this is something that really works with my background as a lawyer. And then I found myself working in financial crime for most of the time, AML, and now I'm in digital assets. Compliance gives me a couple of things. It's a perfect mix of logic, cerebral activity, because you actually have to think about what you do, and you're not really getting bored because every day is slightly different. When I saw how much room there was to do things better, I was hooked.
I love that. Finding structure in something so dynamic and then turning it into something better. Sounds like you landed exactly where you're meant to be. So last question. Outside of work, what keeps you grounded?
Well, my daughter, definitely, because nothing resets your perspective faster than having a toddler insist you're not allowed to go to work because we need to read another book. And I also love cooking, especially Italian comfort foods. That's a pandemic thing that stays because there's something very therapeutic about spending 4 hours with a pan of bolognese and listening to Italian music at that time. And when I have time, I like playing computer games. I mainly play RPGs and I also read fantasy novels.
It really sounds so wholesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today, Kamil.
Thanks so much, Ingrid. It was great and always happy to talk about myself. Um, Thank you all very much for watching. I think that's everything for today. If you have a moment, take some time and visit our website at www.provenancecompliance.com, or you can send me or Ingrid an email. And if you have another minute, watch our promo video. I'm gonna play it in a second. Thank you again for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.
What's the one thing standing between your crypto innovation and the global market? Compliance. Provenance Compliance bridges the gap between crypto and compliance so you can scale confidently. We redefine compliance for the digital age. Your challenges simplified. Staying ahead of ever-evolving regulations, managing risk while building trust in a decentralized world, reduce operational expenses. Regulations change, risks evolve. You need a partner who stays ahead so you can focus on what matters most. Innovation. Provenance, your first, second, and third line of defense for VASPs, crypto funds, tokenized issuances, DAOs, and more. If it's blockchain-based, we are your team. On-chain analytics-powered state-of-the-art solutions with no licensing costs. Cryptocurrency security standard expertise to safeguard your assets. KYC, KYB managed services, AML offices, consulting, investigations, and internal audits. Proven expertise you can trust. Trusted by over 300 clients in 20+ jurisdictions, we go beyond the usual. Access cutting-edge tools for a fraction of the cost. Scale confidently. You innovate, we ensure compliance. Together, we redefine what's possible. Get started today. Let us bridge your journey to success.